Just days after her inauguration, Kentucky's lieutenant governor revealed she underwent a double mastectomy following a routine checkup.
Our Brooke Hash and photojournalist Jessica Farley sat down with Jacqueline Coleman just this morning, opening up about the family history and hopes for the future that led her to make this decision.
I was by myself. That was tough.
Kentucky's Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman remembers what it felt like moments after that first mammogram back in September.
There was one place that was pretty much of like grave concern, and then there was 3 others that they were like, we'll deal with this after the first one. So then the conversation shifted to, well, we're going to biopsy this and remove it, and then you can come back and we're going to biopsy this one, and it was going to go on and on and on. The challenges that all of the tests picked up, knowing my family history, I just immediately said, I'm going to do a double mastectomy. I can't live like this.
Though she'd already been cleared in genetic testing,
my mother and my aunt and my cousin all had breast cancer.
She couldn't ignore the odds.
When you have that kind of a family history, it's almost like you're just waiting to hear the news. And in the back of your mind is this fear.
Had you known people personally who've gone through a double mastectomy?
I knew no one. And that was a little scary because I didn't know what to expect. Once I got through it, the calls and the cards and the letters, when you find out how many people have gone through this and how you have to go on with your life, you have to go on with your everyday life, you got to pick the kids up, you got to go to the grocery store, you got to go to work. And if you can recall, we were running for office. we were on a statewide campaign. Staying that busy kind of helped to keep my mind off of it.
She underwent the double mastectomy days after her inauguration into a second term.
It is an honor to be with you today in front of Kentucky's beautiful state capitol as your lieutenant governor and the first woman to ever take this oath of office twice.
I opted for immediate reconstruction, so I'm still going through some of these phases, and I'll have one more surgery in a few months. The doctors say that will be nothing compared to what I've been through. There's no way to prepare for what you'll see, what you look like, you know, and I think about the support from my husband. When you say, till death do us part, you don't realize that there's one day that you might have to empty your spouse's drains, you know, and those types of things that become reality.
A reality that proved challenging both emotionally and physically.
Women know their bodies. They know what would be best for them and their family, and that's the decision you have to make. We've had to tell Evelyn for a couple months now, you know, Mama has a boo-boo, couldn't pick her up for a long time, and that was hard.
For this mom, it was all about her family's future.
If I had waited, if I'd put it off, I don't know where we would be right now, right? And so in a way, I feel like we beat the clock. I did it for her, and I did it for Emma and Will and Nate and Chris, because, you know, the thought of, you know, not being around, you know, that wouldn't be fair to Evelyn.
It is never the right time to delay doctors' visits. Get screened, get informed, and know you're never alone in this journey. Each year in the United States, about 240,000 cases of breast cancer are diagnosed in women and about 2,100 in men. About 42,000 women and 500 men in the U.S. die each year from breast cancer. Black women have a higher rate of death from breast cancer than all other women.
Her story, and what a role model, especially the timing of what she was doing at the time, and the running for the re-election of the campaign, the stress and the pressure, and still handling that, just amazing.
Women are pretty incredible and a great message tonight.